Ask Maha about Gaza. Probably not. I leak a story. Her wounds are the birthmark. Lord. She drew the features of her house. When she became a stumbling block without revenge, she might have drawn her sister's braid under the rubble and the face of the neighbor's daughter. Maha asks about an oppressor who does not hesitate to kill whatever he encounters. Ask Maha about peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings. In a world that is under the burden of conflicts and wars, stories of human suffering are tragically prominent. Gaza, Lebanon, these two areas. They have borne the burden of conflict for decades. They are a living example of the brutality of war and its devastating repercussions. Children without a childhood, women without security, men without a future. This is the picture that these stricken areas paint for us. Faces under the rubble. A shared human cry from under the rubble of destroyed buildings and in the depths of innocent eyes. There is a story. This story is a painful human one. It transcends borders and nationalities. A picture of a little girl sticking her head out from between the stones is just a fleeting glimpse into the suffering of 1 million children living in conflict and war zones. That little girl, my dears, and all children like her in Palestine.
تلك الطفلة أيها الأحبة وجميع الأطفال المشابهين لها
Syria before, Yemen and others. From hotbeds of tension, she has one question in her eyes. Why? Why should they live in fear and dread? Why? Should they see their homes destroyed and killed their loved ones? Wars and conflicts are not just numbers, dear friends, or statistics. They are stories, tragic stories. By God, ordinary people like us have stories of children who lost their childhood, women who became widows, and men who lost their livelihoods. These stories remind us that we are all human beings, and that we share the same humanity. Neutrality in the face of such suffering is a form of complicity. We cannot turn a blind eye to injustice and oppression, and we cannot accept that children continue to live in fear and terror. We must at least raise our voices and truly work together to build a more just and peaceful world. But how? And by what means, while we are subjected to the injustice and oppression of those who are complacent with entities that have imposed these things on us? Conflicts are not just a moral duty. Rather, it is an investment in a better future for our coming generations, and every child saved from death or from living. In dire circumstances, it is a seed of new hope.
جديد.
How many tears have been shed, how many hearts have been broken, and how much hope has vanished because of violence, killing, and displacement.
بسبب العنف.
We in Iraq have gone through the worst of times, and you have heard about Iraq and the Iraqis.
العراق والعراقيين.
This has been the case since time immemorial.
أبدا من قديم الزمان.
The smiling one, a child's smile from under the rubble. Is it a mockery of fate, or a firm belief in life?
أم إيمان راسخ بالحياة.
A look of hope in her eyes, a glimmer of hope despite the darkness surrounding her, searching for a candle to light her way to salvation. To whom should we blame? Or at whom? To whom? To whom should we direct the blame?
إلى من نتوجه باللوم.
To whom do we direct the arrows of reproach?
العتاب.
To whom did they turn this child's life? To hell?
هذه الطفلة إلى الجحيم.
Dear ones, the little girl is a symbol, and this is a symbol that I now place in your hands. This little girl is not just a relief, but a symbol for all the children of the world,
بل هي رمز لكل أطفال العالم.
especially the children of Gaza, now Lebanon, and before that Iraq, and before that in Sudan, and everywhere, are suffering from the scourges of differences and conflicts.
الذين يعانون من ويلات
The voice of innocence, her voice screams silently, demands peace.
بصمت.
With justice, with a decent life, whose responsibility is it? Dear people, it is the responsibility of the rulers.
إنها
Where are the world's rulers? Where are their dead consciences? Why do they allow such tragedies?
لماذا يسمحون بمثل
Where is humanity? And their humanity? Has it been lost? Yes, we have nothing but supplication and advocacy, and even if we speak no one will listen to us, but we try hard. People of pulpits, people, advocacy, scholars, wise people. That's it. A call to conscience, to all who have a heart, to all who believe in justice. We call on you to stand with the oppressed. These rulers and their likes who hold power, we call upon them to stand with the oppressed. This is a message of hope despite all the darkness. There is hope and there is life. We must preserve it because it is a precious gift from God. An open question. Will we continue to watch you, O rulers? Will we continue to watch or will we take action? This smile? Your feelings are not moved or have they become dull, dead and vanished from existence. The speech is directed to those who have the power and strength on the ground. He sees the blood of innocence being shed. O rulers of the world, wherever you are and wherever you go. Where are his consciences? A question asked by every simple person among the simple people. Where are your consciences? Isn't it enough? The hour has come, and the time has come for it to arise, and we are reluctantly, and with regret and sorrow, and with grief that we do not offer anything? By God, our night is not night, and our day is not day. Everyone complains to God, and God is the one sought for help. God is sufficient for us and He is the best disposer of affairs against all those who are arrogant and those who are stubborn. An infidel or a covenanter or a supporter. May God inhabit from the meaning of the agent. Well, God.
حسبنا الله